Hello my friends, welcome back to a brand new episode on Space Expense. Today we are diving into SpaceX's Starbase, where excitement is brewing. Installation of the hold-down clamp arms of the second Starship launch pad was spotted. A critical test of the launch mount 1 and the transport of a ship stand potentially for static firing. We are also checking up on the cleanup and venting at Massey's test site and the progress on the Gigabase footprint with dual test house laying. And let's not forget about the monumental deployment of the MTG-S1, making SpaceX's 500th Falcon 9 missions, revolutionizing weather forecasting with its infrared sounder. This and many more to be shared on today's episode on Space Expense. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, kindly do me a favor. Kindly smash the like button, subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss any of our future updates. This is the only way you can help us for free. I drop 2 new videos each week. They are all bangers, and trust me, you do not want to miss any of them. Let's dive right in, shall we? Significant milestones are being raised at SpaceX's launch complex at Pad B, the installation of hold-down clamps and the second Starship launch pad. Now, if you are new to this, clamp arms are crucial components of the launch infrastructure. They hold the rocket in place before launch and are designed to catch the returning booster during landing, a game-changing feature for reusability. We can also see the construction site, with the towering launch structures and cranes working tirelessly. We can see the progress in the frames taken at different times, day and night. This time-lapse effect really emphasizes the non-stop effort happening at Starbase. More and more hold-down clamps were being spotted heading directly for Pad B. This is a big deal because it means we are getting closer to seeing this pad fully operational. The clamp arms are part of SpaceX's ambitious plan to make rocket launches and landing more efficient and cost-effective. Now let's talk about why this matters. SpaceX's Starship is designed to be fully reusable, which could revolutionize space travel by significantly reducing cost. The first launch pad, Pad A, has already seen successful catch attempts, but Pad B, which we are discussing today, is a new design. It includes a flame trench and a different launch mount, indicating that SpaceX is continuously learning and adapting their technology. The construction of Pad B is part of a broader expansion at Starbase. Since late 2018, this site has been under near continuous development, transforming into a hub for Starship production and testing. The goal is to support an exclusive launch site that can handle SpaceX's growing manifest and tight launch windows. But it's not all smooth sailing. The development has faced challenges, including environmental concerns and technical hurdles. There have been reports on impact on local wildlife and unauthorized test flights. However, SpaceX's persistence is evident in the progress we are seeing. Now looking ahead, the completion of this hold-down clamps could literally pave the way for SpaceX to have more reliable and efficient launches. It's a step towards SpaceX's vision of making life multiplanetary, with Mars colonizing on the horizon. The excitement around this project is palpable, and it's a testament to human ingenuity and the drive to explore beyond our planet. Now, what do you think? Are you as thrilled as I am at the progress at SpaceX's Starbase? Let me know in the comments below. Also, in other updates, we spotted Pad A undergoing some sort of test. This test is part of the preparations for future launches, possibly due to new plumbing spotted at the offload area recently. We can also see the towering launch structures with cranes and equipment in action at mist and misty backdrop. This test is significant because it could accelerate the timeline for SpaceX's ambitious plans. The mention of new plumbing suggests ongoing improvements to the infrastructure, ensuring everything is set for the big next launch. Now this is all part of SpaceX's continuous effort in refining their technologies and to make space travel more efficient. The second launch pad is a key component in their strategy to increase launch frequently and support their goals of Mars colonization. Also, in other updates, a ship stand was spotted heading directly for the build site. SpaceX might be planning to use this stand as a makeshift way to static fire their Starships on Launch Mount 1. If you are wondering what a static fire is, it's a ground test where the rocket engines are ignited whilst the vehicle remains bolted to the launch mount. This test is crucial for checking the engines and the entire pre-flight process. The transport itself is a significant event because it suggests SpaceX is adapting and innovating on the fly. The idea of using a ship transport stand for static firing is a testament to their resourcefulness. This development is practically exciting because it aligns with SpaceX's goal of making their operations more efficient and cost-effective. The Starship program is all about reusability, and every test and modification brings us closer to that vision. The video also captures the hustle and bustle of the site, with vehicles and equipment moving around, highlighting the non-stop work happening at Starbase. But let's not forget about the contest. SpaceX has been expanding Starbase since late 2018, turning into a hub for Starship production and testing. The second launch pad, which we are discussing today, is part of its expansion and it's designed to support more frequent launches. So what do you think? Could this ship transport stand be really used for static firing? It's a bold move, and it shows SpaceX is willing to experience and push the boundaries. This is the kind of innovations that keeps all of us on the edge of our seats. Also, in other updates, cleanup work is ongoing at Massey's test site. SpaceX has started the cleanup of Ship 36's debris. This is crucial because Massey's test site is the key testing ground for SpaceX's Starship program, and keeping it clear is essential for future operations. But here is the real intrigue. There was a venting spotted at a tank farm. Now, could this be from the actual tanks or from the cryo delivers? But it is a significant observation. The tank farm is vital for storing propellants like methane and oxygen, so any sign of activity there is a big deal. The venting could indicate that SpaceX is preparing for more tests or even gearing up for launches. The presence of the crane suggests ongoing constructions and maintenance, which aligns with SpaceX's continuous effort to expand and improve their facilities. The second launch pad in particular has been a focus with recent updates on clamps, arms, and launch mount tests. This debris removal and tank farm activity at Massey's could be part of the broader strategy to support these efforts. SpaceX's goal is to make their operations more efficient and cost-effective, and every piece of the puzzle like this cleanup and venting plays a role. So, what does this mean for the future? It could mean we are getting closer to more frequent and reliable launches, which is exciting for SpaceX's vision of Mars colonization and beyond. The space community is watching closely, and we are all rooting for SpaceX. Also at the build site, construction footprint is also ongoing for the Gigabay, a series of frames taken at different times, highlighting the activity around the Gigabay area. We can also see the towering structures of the launch complex in the background, with cranes and construction equipment in the foreground. The Gigabay's footprint was cleared, and there was a sense that drilling might soon start, with the Argus moving towards the CFA equipment. However, the video reveals a twist. Geotester has been laid out over the cleared ground. This is the second layer, with gravel in between. The question arises, can the CFAs drill through it without tearing it all back out? As of the video, there's no movement yet from the CFAs, which remain staged near the Star Factory. This is a critical moment in the construction of the Gigabay, which is planned to be a new vertical integration facility at Starbase. According to the recent updates, Gigabay is expected to be completed by the end of 2026 and will stand of around 380 feet tall. It is part of SpaceX's expansion to support their growing launches and manifest and meet their tight launch windows. The site is located between the Starbase parking garage and Star Factory, replacing the area previously occupied the high bay and the Stargate building. The laying of geotextiles and gravel is a standard construction practice to stabilize the ground and prepare it for further work. However, it poses a challenge for drilling process, which is essential for the foundation of such massive structure. This moment captures the tension between preparations and progress, a common theme in large-scale construction projects like this one. So what do you think? Will the CFAs be able to drill through this geotextile without any issues? It's a question that keeps the space community on the edge of their seats. Also, in other updates, SpaceX has successfully launched the MTG-S1 mission. It was incredible to see. The satellite is seen drifting away from the rocket's upper stage, captured in the vast darkness of space. This moment marks a significant milestone for SpaceX, as it's part of their 500th Falcon launch mission, a testament to their reliability and innovation in space launch technology. The MTG-S1 is a game changer for weather forecasting in Europe, unlike previous geostationary weather satellites that relied solely on imageries. MTG-S1 introduces an infrared sounder. This instrument measures infrared spectra, providing three-dimensional data on temperature, humidity, and trace of gases. This capability allows meteorologists to create detailed atmospheric profiles, revolutionizing and prediction of several weather events and improving aviation safety by identifying hidden hazards like turbulence and volcanic ash plumes. Excitement was all over the place during the deployment of this MTG-S1 satellite. The precision and timing of this deployment are crucial, and it ensures the satellite reaches its intended orbit to begin its missions. This launch is not just about the satellite, it's also a celebration of SpaceX's Falcon 9, which has now completed 500 missions since its first flight in 2010. The Falcon 9's reusability, with its first stage booster landing back safely and being reused multiple times, has transformed the economics of space travel. These missions underscore SpaceX's role in making space more accessible and supporting global initiatives like weather monitoring. The context of this launch is enriched by the broader development of SpaceX's Starbase, where they are expanding their launch capabilities with new path facilities. The deployment of the MTG-S1 is a small but significant part of their vision to make life multiplanetary with Mars colonization on the horizon. What do you think about this deployment? It's a thrilling step forward in our understanding and prediction of weather, all thanks to SpaceX's relentless innovation. Thank you for staying with us to the end. If you enjoyed the video, kindly smash the like button, subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss any of our future updates. I drop 2 new videos each week. They are all bangers, and trust me, you do not want to miss any of them. Watch this video right here. This was my previous upload and it was a banger. And I will talk to all of y'all in our next episode. And to remind you, never forget Star Hopper. Thank you for staying with us.